Hey guys, here with the PS alert for the second week of September, and I'm also want to talk about the new PlayStation Vita announced this morning. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first let's talk about the PlayStation Plus deals coming out this week. For PlayStation 3 users, the free game this week is going to be Galaga Legions DX. And discounts, we're going to have Dragon Fantasy Book 2 for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita, $11.99. We got Call of Duty franchises for PlayStation 3 discount this week. So there's a lot of things here discounted for PlayStation 3 only. There's no Black Ops Declassified for Vita discount. Due to God, PS Vita, $4.49. And we got a couple discounts here also for Aliens Colonial Marine. It seems that the game is going to be for $8.99. That's not bad if you want to try that game. Okay, and for the games being released this week, we got Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix. That's going to be available for PlayStation 3 users, a physical and digital copy. And finally, for PlayStation Vita, we got Killzone Mercenary, which is promising to be an awesome game. Very good reviews got this game. So it's going to be finally available to play as a digital and physical copy. Puppeteer is going to be available for PlayStation 3 users as well. Would have been nice if that game would have come out for PlayStation Vita, because it looks like a PlayStation Vita game, honestly. But it will be available for $39.99 if I'm not mistaken, and it's also going to be physical and digital copy as well. Also, as a PSN download, we got Carnivore's Dinosaur Hunter HD, which is a PSN only game for PlayStation 3. And like I said before, we got Dragon Fantasy Book 2, which is a cross-buy cross-play between PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 3. We got NHL 14 coming out this week for PlayStation 3 only, no PlayStation Vita. And Sanctum 2 coming out for PlayStation 3. Hunters Trophies 2 Australia coming out this week. We got demos Diablo 3, EA Sports FIFA 14, Hunters Trophies 2 Australia, Pro Evolution Soccer. These are all for PlayStation 3, nothing for PlayStation Vita there. The classic game coming out this week is Mystic Heroes. Okay guys, so now let's talk about the new PlayStation Vita models announced by Sony this morning. These models are only going to be available for now at Japan only, and it's going to be released on October the 10th, which is very good because it's less than a month away. These models are going to be 15% lighter, 20% thinner, and they're also going to come in 6 different colors, which is light blue, lime green, yellow, pink, gray, black, and white. Also, the big news also is that it's going to have an onboard memory of 1 GB, which is not bad because if you're just going to play physical games, it's enough space to save your save files, which is good. That means you don't have to buy a memory card right away, unless of course you decide to download things from the store. Also, it's also going to keep the same price of $200, which is not bad, at least for Japan. They're going to have it for, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be 18,980 yens, which is 190 US dollars. So if it comes to the United States, it should keep the price of $200. That is very good. So, but first let's go ahead and look at some differences here also physically. Like for example, in the back, like you see right there, it has the PlayStation logo, and this is the white version too, and it has no PlayStation logo here in the back. Also, if we look here in the sides, in the top right here, you can see the buttons are white. It has like 2 LEDs right here. Like you see, it has 2 LEDs. The button, it looks like it's transparent or white, and over here you see the PlayStation card door or compartment, it's white as well. On this PlayStation Vita, like you see, this is the white one. Everything at the top is silver. Like you see, it's silver, and The buttons are over here, and there is no LEDs in the top. It seems that this has an LED. Those two things right there, it looks like an LED. And of course, it looks a lot thinner. A lot thinner than the PlayStation Vita that I have in my hands right now. Also, over here, when you look at this, it has the same PlayStation Select and Start button. Over here, they're rounded. And here, they're oval. And on the speaker, this over here is rectangle right now, and like you see, it has more grills, and it's in a circle flower shape right there as well. The buttons, I don't know, the button, it seems like the buttons are a little bit smaller. I don't know, maybe that's the way it looks in the picture, but they look a little bit smaller. Maybe not, maybe that's just the picture. And that's it. Like you see, also this right here, this little diagram right here around the stick and the buttons, it's not visible there either as well. And it seems that everything, all the surroundings are gonna be white, like you see in the picture right there. On this side, same thing, it's gonna be totally white, like I mentioned before. And in the back, like I said, you got the button, the thing over here, the logo. And over here, the patterns, it seems that the patterns are different from these patterns. They look like little dots, but over here we got all the symbols of the PlayStation, like the circle, triangle, square, and X. But over here, it seems like they took it out and they just added little dots all over the back. Also, if you look closely over here, it has a Sony logo right here. And over here, it has it over here. Boom, 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 boom. So this time it's going to be right there. The screen is still 5 inches, which is good for me. It's a perfect size for the PlayStation Vita. And of course, over here, the start button, it's rounded. Right there, it's rounded. And over here, it's oval. Oval shape. And of course, it keeps the same pattern as this side. On both sides we have no pattern. This pattern right here is not visible no more, which is cool. It looks a lot more smoother as well. The front looks a lot more smoother as well. And of course, it keeps the logo here in the middle. From the screen, like I said, I would have to try this personally before I pass judgment. I can't say it's gonna be bad or better because it has an LCD screen. But I will try to get this model on October. I will try to get it. I will try to make it possible. I definitely want to get it. And of course, this is expected for Sony to do these changes. They did it with the PlayStation Portable. They had the PlayStation, the fat one, when it first came out. Then they came out with the 2000 model, which was a lot thinner. And then they came out with another model, which was the 3000 model. So this for me is expected, not surprised there. And the other great new announcement from Sony this morning was the PS Vita TV Box. Now this is a small box that connects to your TV, and you can insert a PlayStation Vita game to it. And you can play all your PS Vita games on the TV using a PlayStation 3 gamepad, controller pad. You can also play your PlayStation Portable games and PlayStation 1 games as well. This box also serves as a media device as well. You can play Hulu, you can play Netflix, you can play a lot of streaming video apps onto it as well. The other great feature about this little box is that you will be able to play your PlayStation 4 remotely on another TV, which is very cool. Like you see right there, the parents were playing movies in the living room, and he just turned on the PlayStation 4, went to the room with his friends, and started playing in his room without the PlayStation 4 in the room, which is a very, very, very cool feature for it to have. And for me, the biggest thing is that it's only gonna be $100, which is very good. And there's also going to be another model which comes with not another model, but a bundle coming out that comes with a PlayStation DualShock controller and an 8GB card for $150. Now this is going to be released in November. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be November 14 in Japan as well. But we don't know when is it coming to United States and if it's coming to the United States. I really hope I can get my hands on one of them, and I hope that it actually works here in the United States, because you know, the PlayStation Vita is not region locked. You can play any PlayStation Vita in the world. Doesn't matter where you are. But this box, I don't know if that box is going to be region locked or not. Most likely it's not going to be region locked, because you know, it plays PlayStation Vita games, so I hope it doesn't. It's not region locked. But it's for me, it's a very cool idea. Now, of course, there's going to be people saying, why would I want to play mobile games on the TV? You know why? Because you can. Because you can. So why not try it? Android companies are trying to do the same thing, are trying to put Android games on the TV, so why can't Sony do it with their own games? So for me, this is a great announcement, great deal, and I totally can't wait to try this little box on my TV, which is gonna be very exciting. And like I said, it's only gonna be $100, which is very good. So like I said, we don't have a US release for this, and we don't have a US release for the new PlayStation Vita. So I don't really know when that's coming to the PlayStation Vita to the United States. But hey, great news nonsoever, which is awesome, and very looking forward to these two new products. So guys, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys want to ask any question, go ahead and ask, and I'll try to answer them. So till next time, guys.